What is up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. It's been like 5 days. I'm sorry. I've been kind of sick, but I'm back. And today it's time to talk about my favorite iPhone in my entire collection, and that is this guy. And of course, you're probably like, well, that's an iPhone 7 Plus. Nothing really special about that, but this one is pretty special. And the fact that it is still running, and the fact that this guy is still running iOS 10. And this guy is actually extraordinarily rare, because if I go here into settings, we'll go here to general and about, you'll see that this is on iOS 10.1.1, but that model number NN592LL. And if you know anything about iPhones, actually give me one sec. If you know anything about iPhones, you'll know that if you have a device that has been replaced, so like this 15 Pro Max, it'll start with an N. This is an AppleCare replacement model, meaning that this guy was bought, probably damaged, and it was then redone. So probably not even a week or two, probably after it was bought, it's probably replaced. So 10.1.1, that's 14B100. So this is actually the first version of 10.1.1. There's another one that I believe is 14B150. And yeah, so this is a 256 gigabyte model in black. And eventually I'll be making a video using this donor, as I'm going to be changing this to a red and black phone. I have a red iPhone 7 Plus on the way, and I'll be transporting this thing's display and logic board to it, so we still have Touch ID. And I will be transporting the Apple logo, the bottom speaker grills, so they're black, and the charging port insert. So yeah, this guy does not work, so don't feel bad if you're like, well, why are you just getting rid of a perfectly good phone? This thing does not work. It is iCloud locked. It's also an iOS 15, and it is incredibly shattered. And I have another 7 Plus that will be great for this. So yeah, and I will probably make a video about that, but that will be down the road, as I need to practice a little bit before I go and do major surgery on this. But let's go and talk about it. So since it's on 10.1.1, this does still have 32-bit app support. So yes, I do have Angry Birds on here, as you can see, and that is due to the simple fact of, alrighty, sorry about that. So yeah, this still has 32-bit app support, as Apple would remove that from any 64-bit device on iOS 10.3. So the 5S, the 6, the 6S, and the 7 Plus would all lose 32-bit app support in iOS 10.3. Now, if you had a 5 and earlier, which was just, well, the 5, it would keep 32-bit app support, as it didn't support 64-bit apps anyways. So since it's on 10.1.1, it still has the videos app. This is before Apple TV ever came to the iPhone. So yeah, that's still pretty cool. And there is actually a way to get the videos app still on like iOS 11. I'm not too sure. I don't own any iOS 11 devices at the moment, but I believe that if it was set to a certain region and you went to set it up, it would show the videos app, and that's just, I believe, what it was. So yeah, so you can see the old icons, the old control center, and the old battery icon. But what really was cool is that this guy is jailbroken with Totally Not spyware. So if I go and slide here, so this is Totally Not spyware Meridian fix for 10.0 to 10.3.1. So newt, and just give it a second, it will respring here if it works correctly. I believe it did, as we are respringing. This guy is jailbroken, and doesn't have Cydia. It uses Zebra, as it's a bit of a later jailbreak, but before they redid this Meridian fix, it did actually use Cydia, but I prefer Zebra for jailbreaking, and eventually I'll make a full video on some of the tweaks that are on here, but let's see if it'll do it. I did actually have to fix this phone with a friend. If you're watching this, dude, you know who you are. Thank you for doing that. It was jailbroken with Meridian, and it was reset on accident, causing a lot of issues. We could jailbreak it, but it would not install tweaks. So after it's jailbroken, you can see the hearts up here. I have been debating on if I want to daily this thing for like a day. I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, so it is jailbroken, and this was the first iPhone to have a non-physical home button. Oops. So yeah, non-physical home button, so you can actually go here into general, under here in home button, and yeah, so this was the very first iPhone to not have the physical click. This guy also is on such an early version that it does not have its live wallpapers. As you can see, it does not have them. So yeah, So that's that. Like I said, this thing's in really good condition. It has some blemishes. I mean, it's a fucking, dang, it's an 8-year-old phone, so that should give you an idea. Actually, no, this thing's 9. Wow, it's a 9-year-old phone. I can't believe it. 9 years old, and this thing still looks really timeless. So, but yeah, like I said, you can see this, why this is the donor for that red iPhone project. So yeah, you will see more of this as there are some old apps, but I mean, heck, let's just go ahead and take a look. Like headers that, sometimes apps don't launch, it's okay. But yeah, I mean, you can see Instagram does actually still work on here, which is genuinely surprising. If I go and sign in here. I'm just going to sign in here. Yeah. So after signing in, Instagram does actually still work on here, which I can't believe. You can't watch Reels though, as Reels did not exist at this time. Oh, wait, but it just shows as a post. So yeah, you can see, it still works. And again, there's the old volume HUD compared to here on iOS. So yeah, we've come a long way. So, where did I get this? I got this guy from a friend. He ended up buying it on eBay for $200, and that was last year. Or sorry, that was like 3 or 4 years ago. And then I traded him a 2013 Mac Pro for this guy. So yeah, so this guy is one of my favorite things in my whole collection. This is my favorite iPhone that has ever truly been launched, aside from the iPhone 10. And that's just because, again, this was at a time where apps were fun. You could do all kinds of stuff with jailbreak and stuff. And like I said, this is this is still when iOS was pretty classic, as you can see, the videos. And hell, Maps was a doozy to use. I mean, don't even get me started on that. So yeah, so that is my iPhone 7 Plus. So if you guys want to see anything about this phone, comment down below. I will be making some shorts of this phone. You guys know how it is. Make a long form video, and then there's like a bunch of shorts made with the phone. So yeah, sorry that I haven't been posting in a while. Again, sicker than a dog. And by the way, I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the video. Sorry for the wind. I live in Oklahoma, and you already know how that is. So yeah, we can just, 52 degrees, and it's windier than a bitch. So with that, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.